The Painful Excellence Podcast.
Absolutely. Drew Titan Bronze on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. This is Painful Excellence Podcast. Let's get it. My apologies. I had an outage in my area. And right when I was about to hit the live button, my wife comes out and she says, "Is the internet down?" And I look at the screen and StreamYard said something went wrong. And I looked down at my modem. It was flashing. And I'm like, good Lord. Right before I hit the live button. Like, man, this is something in. Something going on here. So I need y'all to smash the like button, like and share the video. We are our own algorithm. It's time for us to start taking our power back and stop leaving it up to YouTube to not do what they're supposed to do, so we do it ourselves. It takes 2 seconds to click share. It's a little arrow. Go to your community page and share it and say, yeah, Painful Excellence Podcast is outside. Drew Titan LLC is outside. Stormy B-Man's outside. Usual Suspects is outside. 78 Sports TV is outside. We are our own algorithm. That's how we do it. We share each other's videos and we support each other. Let's do this roll call because this is something that I've seen and I wanted to dive into it. The beautiful loves the word. How are you? Mr. Tiptoe, my brother. Mark Wunderlich, Utah in the building. Rod Neal. Egalitarian, salute. Bill D. Marcus. D-Man, what's going on, man? Like I said, smash the like button. Like and share the video. Cameron Fields, salute. Hey, Queen. You be on it. I was just listening before I started. I was on my way home from work and I was listening to your second video. Listen to the part 2, man. You got some. You have put it like this. It's what we as a community need. What you're doing. It's what we as a community definitely need, and I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Absolutely. Go subscribe to our sister Cameron Fields for real. Tone Brown, what's going on, good brother? All right. So, over the last few days, y'all been seeing the news. ICE has been going inside churches and schools and rounding those illegals up like cattle and, sending them back to where they came from. And, look, this is what Donald said he was going to do. This is what 61% of the American, the Latino, the 61% of the Latino community in the United States voted for this man. Okay? So I don't know why they're mad at black people. I have no idea. I already spoke about that. They don't even know. Right? It's easy to blame the darkies. But I saw something very interesting. I've been seeing a lot of these black teachers standing in the pocket talking about, I don't want to let them take my kids. They even talked about fighting off ICE. So let me get this straight. And I'm going to go somewhere with this. Jose, what's going on, good brother? I'm going to go somewhere with this. And I'm talking to black women in particular. There's a whole... My gosh. You ladies, you say black women are unprotected. All right? Jeff Spark, my brother, what's good? Y'all don't feel no kind of way about us. Y'all had a couple of bad situations with Pookie and Ray Ray. Yeah, I'm going there. Y'all might have a child or two out of wedlock. I'm going there too. And he ain't ish, but you chose him. So you got yourself a nice career as a teacher, and we need more teachers, especially black ones. And you're willing to jump into the pocket and fight off ICE. Well, so far for me, it's just talk. I haven't seen any reports of ICE literally having to detain a black teacher, female black teacher, because she tried to throw hands with the agents and stuff like that. Y'all finna do that for some kids that ain't supposed to be here? A condo, my brother, salute. Y'all don't fight for us like that. She fighting for these kids for? It's not these kids' fault, it's these parents' fault. Shower, salute, queen. Hence the term illegal. Listen, man, you could feel bad about it, but the rules are the rules, right? The rules are the rules. We didn't make the rules. In fact, it's been proven 61% of the Latinos in this country voted for this guy. This is what I'm saying. This is not our problem. This is all I'm saying. Some black people voted for this guy. But the Latinos outnumber us, do they not? Am I wrong on that? Let me know if I'm wrong on that. Don't they outnumber us on this soil? And didn't 61% of them vote for this guy? And somehow we're getting blamed for that. And I got you sisters in school talking about, I'm willing to fight ICE. Y'all better not. And this is why I'm seeing a lot of black women get treated like men. You better not get in those dudes' way when they're doing their job. Don't do that. Khalid, what up, brother? Yeah, bro, listen, man. And I don't know what kind of charge you'll get, because this is not obstruction of governmental administration. That's like a discount out here. When the cop is trying to perform an arrest and you're like, hey, man, don't do that. Don't do that. When you get close and try to prevent the arrest, your ass getting arrested and you're getting hit with obstruction. And that's disorderly conduct. That's a stupid way. But dial it back for a minute. These kids are here unlawfully. Their parents are wrong, which makes them wrong. It's not their fault. It's their parents. They ain't supposed to be here, man. What are y'all talking about? Y'all ready to fight? Y'all better not, man. This is not your fight. Mind your business. I can't believe what I was hearing. Let me share this screen, man. Because this was like, what is this? Share screen. This is what I was able to dig up. Listen to this screen. Look.
Raise your hand if you're a teacher of any kind. Pre-K, daycare, elementary, junior high, don't matter. And ICE comes into your classroom and try to take a baby, and you're gonna fuck some shit up. Raise your hand if you're a teacher of any kind.
You hear that?
Pre-K, daycare,
Joe, what up?
Elementary, junior high, don't matter. And ICE comes into your classroom and try to take a baby, and you're gonna fuck some shit up. Raise your hand if you're a teacher of any kind. Pre-K.
Let me mute her for a second. Now look, man. Main biker, what up? Now look, man. Now look, man. You see the young man right here? What do you mean you're gonna F some ish up? What are you talking about? You trying to sound noble when you do that? Let me give you some real facts right here. Because I'm gonna tell you what sounds real. Oh man. I gotta bring this up because it's kinda relevant. Kinda. Y'all all by now saw the video of the angry Mexican. I guess he's Mexican American. And he's really blaming black people because he's mad because he saw a few TikTok videos. Mike, what up, Mike? He saw some TikTok videos of black people saying, yo, this is not our problem, whatever. And then he just went on a whole rant. Oh man, I don't care if you call me racist. Y'all can't even help each other. We don't need your help. Listen, this is all you, Papi. Bashar, what up? This is you. This has nothing to do with us. He's mad that some people got on TikTok and was laughing at the situation. Look, it's not funny, and I'm not laughing. But the fact that he went in and magically ignored, Elmo, what up? Ignored all the white folks. They weren't clowning. They were calling you subhuman and go back to get out my country. You ignored all of that and went to a few black people who got on here and started roasting y'all. Guess what? That's what we do. You know that. Trip, what up? Now, was it in poor taste? I didn't see the videos. I did see that white woman's video that went on an articulate rant about how you need to go back to your ish-hole country and you're ruining our population and, you're subhuman. I saw that one. I said, yo, he didn't respond to her. He probably works for her corporation. Proudly. But never mind that, right? Never mind that. So, Fat Joe, who's Puerto Rican, but American. He's Puerto Rican, but he's American. So he can't get deported. But that Mexican dude said us Latinos stick together, with Nicaraguans and Argentinians and Venezuelans, the Venezuelans that ran up in that Big Brother in Life, salute, that ran up in that complex and took it over. They found the ringleader right here in the Bronx. And when there was a dude that lived in the building and said, I didn't know he was here. And they interviewed everybody in that building or around that neighborhood, and they said, nah, they messing up the quality of life. I was gonna call ICE myself, and guess what? Not one black person. They were all Latino that were here. So let me get back to Fat Joe. We learned a lot about Fat Joe, didn't we? And it's sad for me because I've been in the same, Nicholas, what up? I've been in the same areas as Fat Joe. Like, I dapped it up with him. I don't know him like that, but it's like, I'm a familiar face. Like, oh, yo, what up? And the things I heard about him, what he said behind the scenes, now everything started coming out once he made that thing about FBAs and, it was crazy. And why am I bringing up Joe? Joe's on code. Joe's on code. Tyrone Barnes says he left Aurora CO and they raided 8 apartment complexes today. Good. Look, man, they just executing the law. The term illegal, that means you've broken the law. You got to go, man. I didn't make these rules. I didn't vote for Trump. 61% of y'all did that. I didn't do it. And now you're mad. And then you don't even talk about the 61% of your people that voted for him. You know who won the black vote? The couch. A lot of us didn't go to the polls. They didn't want to deal with Kamala and they couldn't stomach Trump. So I'm going to sit home. Yeah, Tyrone, I'm not even mad at you, man. I'm not even mad at you. A lot of black people did vote for Trump, but more Latinos did. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. It wasn't us. It was your people and white people and other people that understand things different. No need for hate. Because I looked at the atmosphere in 4 years of the Democratic Party and I said, I understand. You know what I'm saying? I understand. I get it. I understood when I saw the campaign, I've been on here and I said it a bunch of times. I looked at the campaign and I said, yo, this ain't gonna go well. I said that. I said, this is not going to go well. This is not going to go well, man. This is not going to go well. This is going to go actually badly. I said that. Look at Jose. Look, he voted for Trump. See, look, it's not. I voted for Dr. Cornel West, y'all. I want to talk about reparations. Does Fat Joe want to talk about reparations? Since he's talking so much, what's his take on this migrant issue? Is he for it or against it? If he's against it, why? Is he against getting them out of here, or is he for keeping them here? Why? But Joe's on code. That's why I brought him up. He's on code. So I'm looking at these black female teachers, the female ones, talking about, oh, they're taking my babies. Listen, just me and you in it? Melanin, what up? It's me and you in it? Those aren't your babies. If you have biological children, those are your babies. Those are not your babies. Watch for the hook. Salute. Those are all not your babies. I'm not sorry, ladies. Those are not your babies. Their parents did something very irresponsible. They thought they were doing something good, getting a better life for themselves and their children. They came over here illegally. They were hoping that the Democratic Party kept doing it, and they were over here, and they don't factor in. They're worried about their own self-preservation. The government that was in charge, they wasn't caring about the public that was here already, the citizens that are here already. They closed down schools to house them. Now, I'm not saying all the migrants are bad. There are people that are willing to come here and work hard and contribute to society. I'd like to say that that's the majority. Unfortunately, you know who snuck in with them? Everybody that they just let out of the goddamn prisons in their country. I'm not lying about that. That's real. I already broke down the math, y'all. When they do work, they send some of that money home. And our dollar stretches farther in other countries. So basically, if you have 10 million migrants here, how much of that money is going back? If they're all working, how much of that money is going back to their country? They're funding their fucking country off of our dollar. And we don't circulate the dollar. Let me bring it to a easy way for you to understand it. In the Jewish community, their dollar rotates about 8 to 9 times before it leaves the community. That's why they can fund themselves. Stores, banks, their own hospitals, ambulances, and stuff like that. If me and the condo's in the same community, he's selling halal meat. So people buy the halal meat, and in my store, I'm selling, herbs, spices, and teas and stuff. So they buy the meat and they get the seasoning from me. And then Sister Shower is selling clothing, and everybody in the community is shopping from us. And it's rotating, and it's called group economics. And then we're erecting buildings, and us 3 store owners, we're putting back in the community. We're going to build a playground over here, a center for old people, so they ain't got to be in the house all day. They can all get together here, and they have activities and stuff like that. And we're building the community. When you do that, it's exponential in growth. When you rotate the dollar, the Jewish community has figured it out. What do you think Chinatown is? What do you think Little Italy is? You understand what I'm talking about? Somehow, some way, the black community hasn't figured that out yet. Not all of us. I have. I've been figured it out. Main biker in that super chat, salute. He says 2 years ago, USA flew in migrants to vote Democrat. Bro, yeah. Right, that's why they want them there. Give them amnesty, and all of a sudden they become the majority. And if there's 8 million here, if there's 15 million migrants here, and they get grandfathered in 4 years from now, when it's time to vote Democrat, which way they voting? You see what I mean? You see? Now I'm telling y'all about neighborhoods. Let's take it to the next level. And I'm not the smartest guy in the world. I just understood how things work. Imagine countries. What I just said to you is what America's supposed to be doing. You buy, what do you think it meant when they say you buy American? You sell to American. You buy American-made cars, American-made clothing. You work for American companies. What do you think all this was when people got mad when they started outsourcing jobs to India? Every time you call something, you know, some guy, hello, this is Bob. How can I help you? Your name's not Bob. It's Mahmoud Muhammad. Stop this. You're a whole day ahead of me in India. Why am I calling you? Blue collar guys, salute. All of those jobs got outsourced. These companies were like King W. Boxer, salute. Tay, good morning. Well, good evening. All of those jobs get outsourced and there's nothing for us. Do y'all understand what this crap was about? Exactly, blue collar guy. These are things we need to understand. I've been saying that about the black community forever. Amsterdam Avenue right here in Manhattan, in New York. That's a Dominican neighborhood. Spanish Harlem. There's a Chinatown in almost every city in America. There's a little Korea in America. Right there in Manhattan, somewhere downtown. But what do you think we support? Now, what happens when migrants come, and there's 10 million of them, and I'm lowballing it, and they're working off the books, but they start sending money home? Cash App nowadays. Zelle, you could do it in the instant. Oh, you getting paid today? I'm gonna give you about $200 today. They take $100 and they go shack up with their friends in a hotel room for a little while, and they take another $100 and send it back to Venezuela. I don't know how much a $100 bill is worth over there. I don't know. I know a $100 bill gets you a whole lot in DR. That I know. I got friends that, my God, Jab Jamboree in the building, salute. So good, Mr. Tiptoe. Thank you for being here. So when I talk about group economics, man, time after Irv Gotti died. Irv Gotti died today? What was wrong with him? Was he sick? Oh, that's unfortunate. Syriac, what up, brother? Damn. He had a stroke? Lord have mercy. Oh. He died and 50 Cent is still trolling him. Young Abel, salute, brother. He died in the hospital. Oh, boy. Man, you know what, bro? Oh, it's tragic. And you said 50, Steve Elder Mac, 50's trolling him? They had an issue? I forget, man. I try like to... 50 asked me to get back in shape. Yeah, whatever, man. All right. I don't know what's going on with them. That was crazy, but that's ridiculous. Anyway, let me get back on topic. Whatever. I don't know what he did to him, but for him to be doing that, okay. That whatever, man. I don't know. Anyway, Noah, what up? So that's what group economics is. Now, on a country level, we're supposed to be doing that anyway. And that's what Trump was talking about. He said we're being taken advantage of. These cats, you cash app them. They done do some landscaping or whatever. You say, all right, we're gonna pay you. I'm gonna cash app you. I'm gonna Zelle you. I'm gonna Venmo you. This is off the books. I'm just gonna send you $200. And you come here once a week. Delana, what up? You come here once a week. I'll give you $200 to straighten up the yard and, walk the dogs or whatever. And they take that 200 and they shack up. There'll be like 5 of them, and they rent out a little room somewhere. And that's how they living until they could build their money up and get a real apartment. And then the next person, they save their money up and get him an apartment. And that's how they do it. And they take half of their money, send it home. Now multiply that times 20 million. And you got migrants from different countries sending money over there. We're looking around and we're like, how are we losing money as a country? You paying these guys as cheap labor and they're sending money back home. We're pulling the rug from underneath our own feet. It's ridiculous. You ever poked yourself in the eye by accident? I must have done that a dozen times in my life. It's not cool. I remember I poked myself in the eye so bad, my eye swole. I went to grab something and somehow I thumbed myself. I was like, ah! My eye was all red. Someone looked like I had a fight. I said, nah, I thumbed myself by accident. I goofed my eye up. It was messed up for like a week. That's how we feel. Teresa says, blame the Democrats for this third goal. The third goal is turn America into a third world. I mean, I can't say that we came up in the Democratic era. I know I was highly upset. I watched the atmosphere, and I ain't even gonna hold y'all, man. Woke culture got me annoyed. Woke culture got me annoyed. These dudes wanted to literally create a third gender, a third bathroom. These dudes really said it was okay for a dude my size with a wig on that says, oh, I feel like a woman today, and he wants to be in a restroom with your wife and your daughter or your niece. What? Trump came in and said, yo, you know what? There's two genders, man. Stop this third bathroom stuff. You were born with ovaries? There it is. You're a woman. I don't care how tight your lineup is, your fade with the half moon. I don't care how hard you pad down your boobies. No, you're a woman. Oh, he handled it today? I was at work. Yeah, well, technically they hijacked that term woke. They hijacked it from the black community and they made it something else. They just added stuff to it. They're always doing that. So I just gave it to them. I'm like, whatever, man. Whatever. I mean, this is ridiculous. So group economics, country economics, Teresa, I felt like that for about 3 of the 4 years. I know when I came home and I turned on the news and I sat down and I just saw these Transformers bouncing on the White House lawn, I thought I was watching a Key and Peele skit. I thought I was watching something, a rerun from Saturday Night Live, and I hit the remote and I said, nah, this is MSNBC. What the hell am I looking at? And I said, oh, all right. So here's what I'm gonna do. Click, I cut the TV off. Turn it off. I said, no. Y'all remember No Vote, No Bucking? I did a whole show about it. That's how you get the black vote. You're the fat, homosexual black guy with a BBL. and you get a rundown, run through stripper rapper from Miami, well into her 40s, and that's supposed to get black youngsters to run to the polls. Which polls are they running to, by the way? That was not a good look. I didn't like that. I said, oh, okay. This is what they think of us. And then the campaign started. I was able to go to Trump's site and see his, his ideas, and you was able to read it. I didn't read all of it. I said, okay. I went to Kamala. She's selling T-shirts and caps. Then I went back the next day, same thing. Then I went back the same day, next thing. I said, all right. I got more information from Cornel West than I did from her. And I just want to talk about reparations. Cut me the check. You think that these Latinos want to cut the check? Now, reverse the roles. Let's say they were deporting black people for whatever reason. How many Latino TikToks would you see of them saying, we get to stay, you'll leave? Come on, man. Don't think that y'all wouldn't be doing that to us. Stop. I know you would. So what I'm saying is get over it. So to bring it back to the topic, dear black female teachers, mind your business. What you mean? Let's hear this again from this woman. Let's hear it again.
Raise your hand if you're a teacher of any kind. Pre-K, daycare, elementary, junior high, don't matter. And ICE comes into your classroom and try to take a baby, and you're gonna fuck some shit up.
Ma, you ain't doing ish. I promise you ain't doing a mother skunting thing. You voted, you lost, sit your ass down. You ain't fighting no ICE. They're gonna go upside your head and beat you. Like, I bet you the first ass whipping the ICE, because you notice we ain't got no recorded ass whippings. ICE deporting these illegals are being a lot nicer than police treating them black Americans. Ain't they? Sis, listen to me. I need you to understand something. Don't be the next contestant on the Summer Jam screen. Y'all know what that means? Who wants to bet the first official ass whooping that gets documented? What is the percentage of it being a black woman? She's gonna try and be a martyr. I fought that they tried to take my babies. She tried to take Pepe, little Jose, Gabriel. Those are not your kids. They're not your kids. Cut it out, man. Exactly, Joe. She's going to end up man, please. They're going to slam you around, lock your dumb ass up, and they're going to forget about you. And you think that community is going to, you think Fat Joe is going to write a song about you? You think that Mexican dude with the bald head, you think he's gonna be like, well, props to you? No. You think he's gonna put up your bail money? What are you doing? Those ain't your kids. They broke the law. Shut up. You're gonna F some ish up. Man, shut up, stupid. There's a lot of silly stuff up here. What's this other one?
Posted a video that ICE detained one of my clients, and the comments went off. I understand a lot of persons have questions, concerned, like what's going on. So I'm just going to clarify a few things and address a few things. First thing, what happened? ICE was doing a general raid, and he was a part of that. When they processed him, even though he had his work permit and social security number, he had a misdemeanor from over a year ago. Remember, when the wife called me yesterday, she did not have a lot of information. Hence, I did not have a lot of information. They were doing a general raid. They he got caught up in it. They processed him and saw that he had a charge prior. Hence, they detained him and sent him to an ICE facility. That's what happened. A lot of persons say.
Now listen to me. I'm trying to find these cats that these teachers that are standing in the pocket for these illegals. I'm not having that. Let me be very clear. I don't want people that have broken the law that are American walking the street. I don't play that. I don't play that. Brooklyn born, salute. Exactly. These people are fighting harder for outsiders in their own kind. This is every bit as stupid. Y'all remember when the Ukraine-Russia thing broke out? And you saw that stupid black dude on here talking about, they can't do that to these people. I'm ready to go over there and fight for them. I'm like, what? You ready to do what? You know what? Go and get your head pushed back. Go ahead. Go ahead, moonshine. Y'all know what that is, right? They call them moonshine. Moonshine. When Moonshine wasn't looking, he let his guard down. They took care of a good old Moonshine. You coon. They took care of good old Moonshine. What's he talking about? These sisters are really standing in the pocket for people that don't belong here, right? And they're so worried about men breaking the law, and they don't feel safe. They don't feel safe around black men. Remember, y'all, they chose the bear. Remember that? Look, their words, not mine. If they chose the bear, what makes you think that they have any fear of organized criminals here? And I'm not saying all migrants are criminals, but you see what's going on in your cities, especially if you live in a sanctuary city. They're giving them food, they're giving them shelter, all kinds of stuff that we have to work for. And by the way, our taxes are paying for them to live. These black women chose the bear. Never forget that. I said, damn, you hate men that much. Oh yeah, Joe Townsend, I remember that. Dating migrants because they were getting $4K a month. Y'all remember that? That wasn't too long ago. Y'all remember that? So they dating migrants for bread. They're choosing the bear, and they unsafe around us. But they want all these migrants running around their city, snatching chains, robbing people, because they're trying to live. And I'm not saying all of them, but you see the news. They beat up 3 NYPD officers and got let the F go. So of course they chose the bear. These cats is fearless. These ladies are fearless. Let's see what she says.
Eyes and all, whatever. You're not coming here demanding no favors. Because I didn't fill in your room on my behalf and on part.
What?
Eyes and all, whatever. You're not coming here demanding no favors. Because I didn't fill in your room on my behalf and on part. Eyes.
Look, stupid. If you don't cooperate with ICE, you're not American. Yeah, no, they're doing all of that. Sex trafficking, human trafficking, organ trafficking. And they're saying, well, won't you catch the criminals? How about this? They are the criminals. All of you are here illegally. Why do you think the country don't want all of y'all back? They know exactly what's over here because they've been dealing with it. Do y'all understand that? Send their ass back And you know what the lesson the good migrants should learn when we get back home? Wait a minute. We want to flee this country because it was so bad, and America is so much better. When we get home, we telling. We telling on all, because you know this organized crime stuff, there's more of us than them. I'm telling. I'm snitching. Snitch on them. And maybe your country won't look like an ish hole. When Nino Brown in New Jack City took over the corridor, were there not more residents than the CMB? When they led homie out, ass naked with the shotgun on them, all the residents had to do was jump them and beat them up. Listen, man, y'all ain't ready for revolution. You're going to get cut. You're going to get shot. You're going to get stabbed. That's going to happen. But you can't get scared. Let me tell you something. When 9/11 happened, when we found out the circumstances, you know what me and my boys said? We said, they ain't had no guns? No. They had like a homemade like plastic fork, and they grabbed the girl, because what they do is they scare you. They grab some woman in the front and cut her throat. And everyone said, oh! You know what's real? The planes that they took. You know who the majority of those people were on those planes? It wasn't us. It wasn't black and brown people. And I'm telling you, that woman getting her throat slit, it would have been shocking. But how many of us grew up in neighborhoods where we've seen shit like that before? It's like, oh, okay, what you finna do? Oh, you about to go in there and do what? No. Bro, come here. Habib, come here. Let me show you something. Rush. There'd have been a rumble in the plane, and by the time the captain said, what the hell was that? What the hell is that? The stewardess would be like, oh, Jessica dead, but the dudes that did it, they're dead too. So we got to land this fucker. Because there's 4 terrorists or whatever on here, and the cabin just kicked their ass. They're dead. I'm telling you right now, if my set was on those planes, it wouldn't have got taken. Nope. We'd have looked like, what's he about to do? Oh, he juked her? What? What you finna do? Juke me. Come on, let's go. And don't give me that, oh, you don't know until you're in it. Dogs, I'm from the Bronx. I done seen some shit. I'm not a street dude. But I've been in the wrong place at the wrong time. I say, yo, what's that? And sometimes you gotta knuckle up. Sometimes you gotta haul ass. Trust me. But when you corner a rat, what the rat gonna do? It's fight or flight. There's been plenty of times where it's like, ain't nowhere to go. I ain't never got beat down in the street. I came up in the 90s, y'all. It could go down. You could just be going across the street and it could go down. You had to be ready. That's why I wasn't a smoker or a drinker, because I needed on my wits, because you never know when someone's going to try you. That's just me. I can't speak for y'all. And I'm not a street dude, but I had to be ready. And if me and any of mines, we all spoke about that. I was like, nah, they wouldn't tell you. They said, yo, you would thought they had guns. They ain't had guns. And who they scared? Bunch of cats on there that didn't grow up like us. In 2002, me and my boy, we flew down to Miami before it was the worst trip ever, but that's another story. But I looked on that plane. You know who was on the plane with us? You remember that singer group, Jagged Edge? They were on the plane with us. But we looking around like, yo, first of all, there was these 4 Indian dudes Indian looking dudes on there. They got right away. They says, no, we Guyanese. We're Guyanese. No, we was like, oh, okay. They were Guyanese. Okay, cool. But I looked around on that plane. I said, yo, bro, do you think anybody, those terrorists, if they got on this plane, they'd have looked around and said, no, not this one. Not this one. My flight to and from Miami was straight hood. It was straight hood. It was straight hood. Sorry. Sorry, but not sorry. And when I got that plane, not the ones I was on, negative. Shauna, what up, Shauna? I just find it, hold on. Yo, bro, I'm live right now. Yeah, I'm gonna hit you back as soon as I'm gonna hit you back. All right. Yeah. Exactly, Steve L. If one person swing, we all swing, and I'm asking questions later. Yo, why you swing on them? We're not unified for anything, man. On that, I'm telling these sisters to have a seat. Y'all gotta have it. This is not mind your business, man. Y'all choosing to bear. Y'all cutting men down. And now y'all finna fight for foreign kids that are not yours. And let me say this, man. Black women say that they're not protected. You know who's not protected? Their kids. They're choosing these dusty, fugazi dudes to reproduce with, then get mad when he don't change because of the power of they think they got powerful magic, Lord of the Rings magic in their kitty cat, but it's not like that. And then when he doesn't conform to what she wants him to conform to, now all dudes ain't ish. And now you got to worry about this seed that she's raising. Who's protecting these kids, man? That's what I'm asking. Oh, I know, Khalid. It must have been horrible. It must have been horrible for you. You were like, yeah, okay, let's see your, ooh, what's wrong with your name? Where you from? I mean, this is just crazy stuff. What's up with these kids? You trying to fight ICE because they came up there and they snatched out 3 kids? The kids ain't the problem. Their parents put them in that position. And you ready to throw hands? Why? Throwing hands for these strange kids. And I want you to understand, it wouldn't throw hands for you. See what this kid
I'm
said.
a young black teacher. Of course I let my students do whatever they want. I'm a young black teacher. Of course I gotta come to work with that shit on every single day. I'm a young black...
All right, shut up. See, that's that ignorant shit I'm talking about. When they say we can't defend our students from ICE, look at this. Thank you, every teacher out there protecting their students. Man, shut up. Listen, man. Listen. Listen. Let me say this. Let me say this. And I learned nothing from that. Here they go. right? And I'm talking to the black female teachers. Y'all are aiding criminals. Do you understand that, man? You're just as bad as holding the bricks of drugs for your man. While the cops are patting him down, you got a whole brick under your skirt. You're aiding a criminal. What are you doing? Why are you aiding a... Joe, word? What? It's canceled, but he gonna go. All right, man. All right. I'm not talking boxing, Joseph. Oh my God, that is annoying to hear, bro. I'm gonna pull out the Bud fight, but he gonna fight Jake Paul. Okay, great. This is phenomenal, man. This is phenomenal, man. Oh boy. Anyway, that's probably why Tay called me. I'm gonna hit him back after the show. I learned nothing from that TikTok. But y'all are aiding criminals, man. Oh, you sent that to me, main bike? I ain't been on the gram all day. I appreciate that, Joe. I appreciate that, y'all. Prince, what up? Andre Toppin, what up, man? I learned nothing from that TikTok. She don't know what she doing. Ice come up in her classroom. I don't care what grade she teaching. They be like, yo, I need Lopez, Ramirez, Rodriguez. Who are they? What you gonna do? Be quiet? Oh, you're not gonna cooperate? Cuff her. And I dare you to resist. And you know what? Because of your nonsense, you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna ask the students, point them out, or everybody Latino is getting up and coming with us until we figure it out. You know what I'd be like? I'd be like, him, right there, that's him. His English ain't no good either. Him, and him. I'm a stool pigeon. I'm snitching in all directions. I ain't dealing with that. What? Story time. (2014), right? I was working in Manhattan, right? And I'm on the second floor, and I'm looking out the window, and I saw a bunch of kids that ride dirt bikes. It was like summertime. And they be doing, this was like in Harlem, right? And I'm looking out, I'm at the bus depot in Harlem. I'm looking out the window. I said, why are they in front of the depot like that? They're doing wheelies and stuff. And I'm like, what the hell happened? Right? And then the police, right? I didn't know what was going on. And I saw a homie, Rasul, what up? I saw a homie in the locker room. I was like, what up, man? He said, yo, what's good? Dapped it up with him. And he had like a strange look on his face. I didn't know what was going on. So I dapped it up with him. I go downstairs. I see a dispatcher. I go get my bus. As I'm walking out the yard shack, I see two police officers. That's not like uncommon. They come into our place and use the restroom or whatever. So a guy steps to me. He says, do you drive a gold, I think dude had a Toyota. I said, nah. He said, you just came to work? I said, yeah. Right? And the kids were outside and they looked. They said, that's not him. It was a Spanish guy. And they said, yo, any of your co-workers? Now, dispatcher's standing right there. He said, any of your co-workers drive a gold Toyota? It was homie upstairs. I just saw him. And he has a gold Toyota. How do I know? We parked on the same floor. And I looked, and I said, yeah. He said, yo, he got to come out. He hit somebody and kept driving. Hit one of their friends. And he was like, apparently he fucked that kid up. And he kept driving. And he came to work. He said, he got to come out. I said, oh, well, second floor. Right? Man. The dispatcher said, hold on. Because now he want to go upstairs. So I can't get my bus until he gives it to me. So I went upstairs with him to be nosy. And when I got upstairs, the big boss was there and they all talking. He said, yeah, you got to come with us. So he didn't leave in cuffs, but he left with them. They went to his car to see if there was damage. And he got in the car with them and went to, I don't know what precinct patrols there. I forgot. So we stand in the swing room and the boss says, yo, look, man, you guys coming to work, whatever, something like that happened. You stop there, you call the crew. We're going to send the union down there. You know, stay in the car because you might get assaulted, whatever. There was like, I swear to God, there was like 15 of those kids outside. And I guess he probably kept driving because he was scared or whatever. But he said, I heard him say, I didn't know I hit anybody. I don't know. I don't know what happened. But here's the interesting thing. They was like, yo, what the cops say to you? I said, when they came in, they looked at me and he said, you just came to work? And I said, yeah. And then he turned around and looked at the kids. The kids was like, oh no, that's not him. It was a Spanish dude with a gold Toyota or whatever. And I said, he said, you drive a Toyota? I said, nah. He said, your coworker drive a Toyota? I said, yeah. Upstairs. Dispatcher said, oh, we all going upstairs. So I'm in the swing room telling my coworkers what happened. And I'm like, yo, they asked me. And of course, there was one ignorant ninja, the youngest one. Yo, when you told them, I'm like, and I mocked him. I said, yeah. Yo, you wasn't supposed to tell them. Yo. What? I said, yo, my man, this ain't the block. This is a job where they pay us a lot of money to drive buses up and down the street. What you mean I shouldn't have said nothing? What you mean? This ain't the block. You know what happens if I don't say anything? If that kid dies, whoever he hit, they're going to come back to me and be like, yo, why'd you lie to us? You saw him. Why are you making it hard for us? They could potentially hit me with something. What you mean? This ain't the block. Yo, I ain't saying nothing. I ain't snitching. Word? They would have walked through the damn depot anyway. We know he in here. And the reason why they know he in here is because they chased him up the block and he made the hard right turn. The gate opened and it closed and they stood there. And I'm just happened to be looking out the window and say, what are those kids doing here? I didn't know what was happening. I said, let me go. Yeah, I know, Mr. Shelton. I said, yo, man, what is this? So I went out and I went into the bathroom and came out and I saw him there. He was like sweating. He was kind of like red. And I'm like, yo, what up, man? He's like, yo, what up, man? I was like, what the fuck's wrong with him? And I ain't think nothing of it and I left. I was like, bro. Yeah, Jose, I'd get caught up in that. Oh, yeah, that guy, he he's friends with him and it's a problem. I got to see the boss. Yo, why don't you just say that he was here? Exactly, Raymond. I know how that go. I'm just trying to answer no questions. I had nothing to do with it. Now watch this. Reverse the roles. And I said to homie, what if that was your homie that got hit by the car? And he's on the street. You don't know his condition. What if that was a relative of yours? I see money every day, but I don't know what the situation was. But for them to all chase him up here, something really happened. The cop said, yo, he's on the floor, messed up and going in the ambulance in and out of consciousness. That's what he said. And I said, well, shit, he kept driving? And I heard him tell the cops, I didn't know I hit anybody. Huh? Something ain't sound right. So you run over a kid on the way to work and you about to drive a bus? What's really good with you? But never mind that, he looking at me. Yo, you shouldn't have said nothing. Yo, he shouldn't have said nothing, right? He shouldn't have said anything, right? You know what I mean? He shouldn't have said nothing. I'm saying you told him where he was at. I said, nigga, he's in here. This ain't the projects. This ain't the block. I said, man, keep that ninja nonsense on your block wherever you from, bro. I don't even know how you got this job, man. That is ridiculous. I'm not taking a rap for nobody. I saw him every day. I ain't had a problem with him, but I don't know him like that. To put myself at risk, yeah, I don't know what you talking about. Yo, don't even talk to me. Yo, this is MTA. I don't know what you talking about. Get out of here. JC, what up? Get that ninja nonsense out of here, stupid ass. Dummy. I said, man, this ain't the block. The cats my age understood what I was saying. They was like, nah, there's no way around that. There was no way around that, man. You the fool that be like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't talk to cops. Get out of here. The boss called you in that office and be like, yo, your coworker ran over somebody and was about to get on a bus. Is that the kind of behavior you co-sign? Because then that means you don't need to be on the bus either. You see how that works? Ninja nonsense. Shogun, what up? Ninja nonsense. This ain't your block, man. Shut up. This is a job, stupid. Dummy. Shouldn't have told him, man. Get out of here. I'm not harboring no criminals. I don't know what dude did. And you know what? I ain't never seen him again after that. There was a dude he was cool with, but I asked him a couple times, yo, is he okay? He was like, well, I don't know. You know what I mean? Exactly, Teresa. Exactly. I'm not dealing with that. That's nonsense. I'm not harboring nobody. I'm not sticking up for nobody, man. Get out of here. You do the crime, do the time. You know why? I don't want if I do something, I don't want anybody taking the rap for me. Crazy. So I don't know why these female teachers, and I've been seeing a lot, I can't find all the videos. I've been seeing a lot of black teachers trying to stand in the pocket for these. What do y'all stop? Please don't do this. Yours truly, what up? Please don't do this. Please don't do this. I don't want to see no videos of you getting packed up by ICE because you're trying to defend, little Miguel.
¡Ay, Miguel! ¡Miguel!
Especially if y'all got kids at home. Now you're going to go sit down and do a bid. And then they're going to take your kids. And guess what? This ain't interfering with police officers. This is some other shit. They're trying to get these cats out the country. And if you interfere with that, I don't even know what the charge is going to be. There's no doubt in my mind, enough of these teachers get on TikTok and start talking this crap. I appreciate that, Teresa. I really do. Trump might create a charge or whatever the hardest charge you can get hit with. It won't be, you just, obstruction of governmental administration, like with a police officer. That's like a discon. You get a slap on the wrist. You might get a DAT, whatever. But this right here, that could be an automatic misdemeanor. What a stupid thing to get a charge for. Lose your job. Let's see what else. I don't know what what is she saying?
ICE agents in Chicago tried to get into a school, and you know what happened? The teachers said no. The staff said no. CPS said no. Everybody said no. Are you getting it now? They left because nobody let them do it. Their job only has merit because we give it merit. Fuck these clowns. Get unscared. These guys are fucking losers. So much so that they went and do you know how much of a loser you have to be to make this your job? Get real, bro. They're not scary. They're not real. They have no power over us, the people. So fucking move. You feel that in the air? You feel that? ICE agents in Chicago.
All right, let me address this foolish mortal. First of all, let me say this. Was that a black woman? She said ICE agents in Chicago. Does she live in Chicago? You know what's going on in Chicago right now? It's crazy. They're so quick to talk about the black on black crime in Chicago. And now you got a shitload of illegals in there. They're closing down schools to put them in those neighborhoods. Right? And she's talking about get real, get unscared. They're losers because they're doing their job. They're losers. So let me get this straight. You're not cool with the gang violence and black on black crime in Chicago, but you're cool with the illegals that hopped the fence to come here. And you know what came with them? The cats that they let out of the prisons, and now they're running around in various cities in America. What you mean? So all of this crap you talking, Ma, do you even live in Chicago? Do you live up the block from where those migrant shelters are? I would love to know. I want to know. I want to know. They're losers because they're doing a job? They're losers because they're doing a job? They're losers. We're all losers for wanting them gone because I'm tired of my tax dollars paying for that crap. Bet I got a great question. Would you house in your apartment or your home an entire migrant family? Would you do it? Would you do it? Get real. Get real. Forget the tax dollars. You take care of them. Prostitution ring. Organs being sold. Organized crime. Denver, Colorado. Whole housing complex. I don't have time to figure out who's the good ones, who's the bad ones. You know what? According to our laws, they're all bad because it's called illegal. Don't be surprised if there's another order put in place. I don't know how they're going to do it, but they're going to come kicking in those school doors. They're going to get tired of y'all. And what are you going to do? Fight for them? You know what else I noticed? You know what else I noticed? I'm going to tell you what else I noticed. I noticed in Chicago, the people standing in the pocket for illegals' rights. Let me know if I'm off on this because I know what I've seen on the news. A lot of them were female, and they all had, a majority of them had the thickest Spanish accents. Did y'all see the same thing I saw? I said, Who stands in the pocket for broken wrist rights? Is it men? Or these ladies? Yes, right? Get with it, they're not real. She's talking shit about it. I'm willing to bet her ass don't even live in Chicago. What she mean? She didn't say my city. She said Chicago. I would love to know if she lives in a sanctuary city. Ridiculous. Always fighting about the wrong ish. This is crazy. Let's see what else. Let's see what this sister's saying.
Wow, they dirty. They are dirty. And I say this with my full chest. So ICE is outside of hospitals in Philadelphia. Presbyterian, University City. Arresting people, deporting people, people going to the hospital. People need medical care, you know? I'm assuming that undocumented immigrants can get medical care. And I believe they can get benefits. And they go into the hospital. And they are basically arresting them. So, you know, I've heard about people going to New Jersey, other cities. But this is the first time that I heard ISIS coming to Philadelphia. Everybody be safe. It's starting, you know, the tearing down the families.
I don't care. Hold on.
Earlier today, Immigration and Customs Enforcement agents showed up at Hemline Elementary School. School staff followed CPS established protocols. They kept ICE agents outside of the school and contacted CPS's law department and CPS's Office of Safety and Security for further guidance. The ICE agents were not allowed into the school and were not permitted to speak to any students or staff members. Here is the bottom line. Our students and staff are safe. Our protocols were followed. We are very thankful for our school staff for following established district protocol. We want to remind families and staff that CPS will continue to protect our students and their families. In alignment with the Illinois Trust Act and Chicago's Welcoming City Ordinance, CPS does not ask for our family's immigration status. We will not coordinate with immigration and custom enforcement agents. Does not share student records with ICE, except in the rare case where there is a court order or consent from a parent or a guardian.
All right. Now listen. There was somebody in that comment section that said, have you seen a majority of the ICE agents' records? Some of them are guilty of SA. I don't think that's true, but whatever. Let me explain something to you. First of all, do you see the woman talking on their behalf? Do you see her? Let me ask you a question. Where do you think she's from? That was an accent. It wasn't an American one. Where do you think she's from? Who wants to guess? You saw the dude standing behind her. Did you see any white folks standing behind? You see any black folks standing behind her? You know what a white person is saying right now looking at that? You see what happens when you let them in and then they get green cards and then they want to disobey our laws. That's what they're saying right now. I'm keeping it very simple. And this ain't no shade. But rules are the rules. If we don't follow the rules, who are we as a community? Who are we as a country? There's a proper way to do things. Those kids, it's not their fault that they're here. Their parents broke the law. They gotta go, man. Okay, what they doing after school? And now people want to talk about breaking up families. No, you know who broke up the families? The families that hopped here and tried to put their kids in school. While they went and tried to get it how they live on a foreign soil that they're not supposed to be here in the first damn place. That's not the kids' fault. It's the parents being irresponsible. And she came over here the right way, and now she's working in the school system legally. And she's protecting her own, ain't she? I don't mind immigrants coming here the right way and living the American dream. That's what we do. When you're not here the right way, I'm not paying for you. And you shouldn't be having access to things that I couldn't get. That's ridiculous. Democrats want to grandfather in these people. Want to grandfather in these people. In a few years, give them amnesty or whatever. And then when it's time for them to vote, they're going to remind them, who let the immigrants come here? Who let the migrants come here and gave y'all amnesty? The Dems did. Oh, so we're going to vote Dem now. Now, let me talk to the black people for a second. Here's why we need to get an education. Here's why we need to get it together. We already voted, but we're not outnumbered. We're only 13% of the population. And we don't own shit. We don't run shit. And we have to be smarter about group economics. I say that all the time. I'm a broken record. In the event that we do get reparations, I don't know if I'll see it in my lifetime, but if we do, we have to join forces, buy land, open businesses. And America was built on free enterprise, and we have access to it. All we have to do is do it. We have to trust one another. We have to build with one another. You understand? Black women and black men, we need to stop fighting. We need to keep our gripes out of the ear and eyesight of other ethnicities, because all they do is they butt into our business because we air it out on social media now. And now people know how we move and what our problem is. And when we're trying to have a discussion about life in general, they take our dysfunction and throw it back at us, which is why we don't need to be online fighting amongst each other. It's been done. It's been done. Kevin Samuels has moved on. He's transcended. God rest his soul. They danced on his grave. All he wanted to do was bring people together, but his whole thing was misinterpreted. And then you got all these other brothers popping up. You got these panderers like Derek Jackson, all these guys. And y'all saw tonight's conversation. I didn't even speak on that. That shit fell apart. That guy running around smashing the girls he was working with, but they signing non-disclosure agreements. That shit fell apart. Right? Tell me I'm lying. You see that? And there's only a handful of real brothers and sisters that are saying, yo, look at this. We was trying to tell y'all who's real and who's fake. They got panderers out here. Kevin Samuels meant well. His message to a lot of women missed the mark. To a lot of dudes missed the mark. For the first 3 years he was doing his thing, a lot of dudes missed the mark. All right, you still got brothers and sisters out here doing good work. Because some people don't know any better. This whole passport bro thing, it happened. And then to counter that, you finding out these sisters been going to Jamaica and getting smashed on, and that's not new. That's been happening. But what I'm saying is, we have to work all that shit out, man. And there's a lot of things we could have kept to ourselves. Because everything that the black community puts out when we try and have a discussion and include ourselves in fairness, our dysfunction becomes weaponized against us. That's what but Chicago was all about. When we talk about, oh man, police brutality and reparations. Oh, but the gang violence in Chicago, that has nothing to do with what we're dealing with here. And they can hijack a conversation, start talking about something totally irrelevant to what we're trying to do. We got to do better, man. And that's exactly right, Joe Townsend. Kevin he's been gone for how long now? About 3 years? He was accused of killing a community. No. But I want to ask, I asked some of the sisters, did anything improve now that he's gone? Yeah, okay, He wasn't the root of the problem. He was pointing out the problem and trying to fix it. Trying to assist in fixing it. And then that's when the pandemics came. Y'all remember what Derrick Jackson did? Or is he too handsome and too buff that y'all were distracted? He was cheating all over his wife. And banging the help. And that's what happened with tonight's conversation. That was I've been to one of those shows. That was a big old thing. It was pretty cut and dry to me. I said, man, it's pretty basic to me. It was just like he just had a big audience. And he killed it because he can't control his cock. And salute to you, Tarisha, for it. Because that's what we're supposed to be about. That right there, what you said. That right there. I spoke on the troubles in the community. I moved on. But when people could look back and say, well, what'd you do? I spoke about that. You got to go back to my show. My channel is 3 years. This channel is 3 years old. If you want Pep Talk, this channel is 3 years old. Drew Titan LLC, I dual cast on both my channels for evidence purposes. But sign up to my Patreon so I can tell you what it is. But both my channels are monetized. And Pep Talk is only 3 years old. My boxing channel, Drew Titan LLC, is about 5, 6. All of our dysfunction that's out loud is weaponized against us, and it's a sad state of affairs. And we got to do better as a group. We need to practice group economics. We need to trust one another. We need to have patience with one another. I was watching the brother Dennis Sperling earlier before I went live, and he's saying the same thing that I've been saying. We got to put the arms down. We got to stop pulling out the verbal guns on one another. Sit down and, what do you need, sister? Because here's what I need, and here's what you need. You know what we do need, though? We need to come to a mediation and understanding, because we do really need each other.
Whoa! What the
How many times y'all heard me say on my channel, it takes a woman to make a stronger man? You heard me say that, right? We're social creatures. We're not meant to be by ourselves. You heard me say that, right? I'm anti-Pookie and Ray Ray. I want to beat the shit out of all of them. I'm dead serious. Because sometimes, somehow, no matter how great of a black man I am, it gets overshadowed by one dumb nigga doing something stupid. I'm like, man, I'm out here doing the right thing, and this dude over here. And somehow these sisters can't see him coming a mile away. This is like ridiculous. He wrong, they wrong, and they start fighting online. And I'm like, oh God. I feel like what's his name in Lethal Weapon. I'm too old for this ish. Too old for it. I've been talking. I'm just going to keep talking because it's worth being said. I'm not going to stop talking about it till the day I transcend. We always have to do better. I want y'all to understand that if the black family structure was what it used to be prior to 1965, do your research. I'm not going to go through it again. We'd be in a better position as far as numbers in the country. We wouldn't be at 13% or 12%. By now, we would be at least at 25% because marriage rate will be up, birth rate will be up. But now that our numbers are dwindling and they kept us stupid with the music, right? This social media thing, this twerking and you know, this disrespect, this vulgar shit with women. We're one big ball of dysfunction. When women are celebrating high body counts and men are walking around with painted fingernails, who the hell are we? I mean, who are we for real? And all of this is symbolic because right now, the black female teachers, black women who feel the need to be masculine because they have to work and they need to outwork the man because they feel somewhere along in the last 50 years, they felt the need that, yo, this is what I have to do. I have to compete with the man. Yo, let me tell you something. You women, y'all not supposed to be our competers. Y'all supposed to be our completers. And I hear a lot of women say, well, there aren't enough men out here to lead. But the leaders are the men that you're not picking. You don't know how to pick a man because your daddy wasn't around. And when you got a certain age, you was in competition with your mother was in competition with you. So for your own freedom, all you knew was to go to school, get a good education, get that job, and I don't need no man. And they amplified that, and we have this mess. Oh, I know, Tarisha. I'm not a Pookie and Ray Ray. I just be wanting to kick their ass. And I'm gonna tell you something. I came up with some dudes that chose that path, and I don't talk to them anymore. When I got in my 30s, it just wasn't cool being around them. Because by then in the 30s, when you in your 30s, your early 30s, and you got like 5 kids from like 4 different women, it's like, bro, you know why you're fucked up? Because we have jobs and this is our day off. And we're just getting the week off our shoulders. And how the hell are you even here with 5 kids? You shouldn't be here chilling with us. You should be with at least one of those kids, man. Get out of here, bro. I don't associate myself with foolishness. I really don't. I really don't. I really, really don't. And I said all that to say this. You sisters that are teaching in these schools, in these cities, I would rather you ladies stay out of this way. Because you know what? You know what else I noticed? Y'all look at the statistics for female crime. You know this has gone up over the last couple of decades. And I'm bringing that about to let y'all know that law enforcement is starting to treat black women like how they treat black men. How many videos y'all have seen where these black women are getting flung around? And you're like, whoa, that was a woman flying across the street? Yeah. I just saw a video on Instagram yesterday. This cop on the body cam caught this woman shoplifting. And she said, I'm putting it down, sir. He said, too late for that. Come over here. And now she's like, no. And she's running away. And this cop must have been crazy out of shape. Because I'd have caught her like, you snapped the quarterback. I'd have been Lawrence Taylor. And you know what she did? She ran through the store, ran out in the parking lot, got to her car. And we went to grab her. She maced him. Got in the car and boogied on him. The license plate, they blotted it out, but the license plate was on. They caught on the body cam. What she do? Go home? All they did was go to the house and pick her up. But he's sitting down. Some guys gave her, some good Samaritans gave her some water. He said, man, you know what? You know what he said? I should have just took her down. And you know what the dude was standing there telling him? He says, yeah, but you know, she's a black woman. You take her down, you know what it's going to look like. And he was like, yeah. And I'm looking at this like, nah, brother. Nah, brother. At some point, it's not a racial thing. Everything was on body cam. You was doing your job. Take her down. Let Al Sharpton march. Everything is not racist. And in that situation, you know what happened with her? I don't know the other half of the story, but you think that that was cool? You think that that was lawful? He said, yeah, I should have took her down. And you know, he was worried about the racial backlash he'd have got, because it had been all over the news. It had been another white cop taking down a black woman. And you know, Sandra Bland 2.0 or something like that, or potential Sandra Bland. Crazy stuff. That's the other side to the job that you don't know about. But he should have took her down. And that's okay. That's okay. Because I'm sure they went to her house, wherever the license plate was ran, wherever it went to, they went and they picked her ass up. And now she got shoplifting, although she didn't leave the property, evading arrest, whatever I don't know what state that was in, but trying to get away. And she did get away, and assaulting the officer. She maced him. They might hit her with some felonies. And that's how stupid. How stupid. So I said that to say this. That y'all are committing more crimes, and they're going to be harsh on you. They're going to start treating y'all like black men. They ain't going to just be arresting y'all. They're going to be beating the crap out of y'all to put the cuffs on y'all. Y'all be seeing y'all like, you know, resisting or whatever. They be beating y'all. I've seen videos. Y'all getting beat up now. So you sisters. So the sister with the thing on her head. And these other chicks on social media talking. All they're going to do is use all of this as evidence. They're going to use all of that as evidence. Yeah, you know, look at this Exhibit A-1. She was on TikTok a month ago talking about you not taking no kids out of my classroom. So ICE went in there and she intervened and she got arrested. Yeah, boom, bang the gavel, felony. You see what I'm saying? How stupid to get this far in life just to, I had to refresh that page, just to get this far in life, just to get a criminal record. I gotta give Miss Ford a wrench. Salute to you, Queen. Welcome to the Strong House. And since I got y'all here, y'all might want to follow me on Instagram. Not Instagram. Forget Instagram. I got stalkers in there. My Instagram is private. Forget I said that. Follow me on Patreon. It's scrolling at the bottom. www.patreon.com/Drew Titan LLC. We're going to share a story with y'all this weekend. And I need y'all to listen to me. Okay, this weekend, I haven't decided if it's going to be a live stream or a premiere, but I'm going to share the story about first time I had two women at the same time. I'm gonna share that story on Patreon. It's probably gonna be Saturday, probably. I don't know if it's a live stream yet, but I'm definitely gonna share that story with y'all, because there's no way I can share this on YouTube at all. But I'm gonna share with you the first time I had two ladies at the same time. Well, you're welcome, Miss Sport. It's all good. Yeah, don't miss that. Anyway, back to this topic. The freedom I have on Patreon it's great, man. I play the music I want. No one bothers you. It's crazy. Yeah, Siriat, I'm gonna do it on Patreon this Saturday. This Saturday night, I'm gonna do it. This Saturday, I don't know if it's gonna be a live stream or if it's gonna be pre-recorded. But yeah, I've been wanting to share this story for a long time. Like, man, how do I share this? I said I want to share it on Pep Talk, but I said this ain't gonna fly. And Stormy was like, "You need to start a Patreon." I said, "Oh yeah." That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do it on Patreon. Yeah, JC. Salute, brother. Damn. Everybody blowing me up about this Canelo and woo. I was gonna talk about something else. I might have to talk about this tomorrow. I appreciate that, JC, for real. Yo, but anyway, back to this nonsense. My sisters, please stay out the way of this. You know what's going to happen too? Imagine the white teachers, they just going to be crying and, oh my God, this is bad. They're taking all these kids out. And you might see them, no, I stop. And they're going to be shoving off the white teacher, just, oh, go away, Becky, go away. But Rashida is going to get suplexed, hit with the doomsday device from the LOD, remember that? Going to hit with the goddamn 3D bubble cutter. They're going to be catching wrestling moves. The Hogan leg drop into the Macho Man elbow, those are going to be y'all sisters. They're going to remind y'all. Becky going to get thrown on the floor. But Rashida is going to get the Steiner driver. You know what I mean? Stop. Don't do it. Don't do it. Word up. Going to catch the rock bottom into the Hogan leg drop. Don't do it. Stay out of the way. But y'all don't listen to me. Because we don't protect black women. I do. Got a bunch of black women in my family. Stay protecting them. And I want y'all safe, man. But can y'all please obey the law? Since y'all don't believe in what Trump is doing, that's cool. You could be upset about the kids, but I urge you to mind your damn business. You won't get hurt. They are illegal. I'm not sorry. The kids didn't cross the border. Their freaking parents did. It's not their fault. You want to help? Tell them to do it legally. And to the Latin community, since you think it's only y'all getting, listen, the biggest mind F that I've ever seen, I saw what was going on in LA. And I don't know if the picture I saw was real, but there was a bunch of, I saw the Mexican flag. I saw I think that was the sky blue with the white in the middle. I think that's the Argentine flag. And I saw a Nicaraguan flag, whatever it was. How y'all here illegally protesting, waving the flag of a country that your ass is trying to escape from?
What?
Y'all heard what I said. Whatever. It's ridiculous, but I gotta get out of here. I gotta talk this boxing in the morning. Man, salute to y'all. Salute to everybody in the Venmo, the Zelle, the Cash App, the Super Chat. If you're not subscribed to the Painful Excellence podcast, please go do so. We are our own algorithm. It takes 2 seconds to copy the link for this live stream, whether you're on Pep Talk, whether you're on Drew Titan LLC, and go to your community post and just highlight it and share it. And just say, yo, man, we outside. We in the pocket. Pep Talk, Drew Titan LLC. We are our own algorithm because we can't leave it up to YouTube to do anything for us. And they on the ropes. I got them running scared, man. But salute to y'all. I love y'all. We all should support each other. You know what I mean? That's what we're doing. And y'all make sure y'all take it gently, man. Stay blessed.
The Painful Excellence Podcast.